Ah, good.
Should this be straight or is it gonna? I don't know. Is it intentionally angled?
We just intentionally angled it.
Perfect.
There you go.
And then the scissors are right here.
Right there. Yeah, they were laying on the floor,
I saw
and
that.
I
I
put
saw
them.
someone. I was like, don't step on the scissors.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, everyone. If you could go ahead and take a seat, that would be nice. We're going to be streaming this. The city's going to be streaming this to Manitoba, Canada? Yeah. So the more it looks like we're filled up, we're full, the better. I've already heard from a couple of folks who were grateful that we were not doing this outside. The stars aligned. Well, thank you for attending today's grand opening and ribbon-cutting celebration for Vector Corrosion Technologies. My name is Bob Quick. I'm the President and CEO of Commerce Lexington, and I will be your MC for the morning. Events like today are not possible without the support and advocacy of many. I would like to take this time to thank our Full Stride investors. These are people who step up and step out and go above and beyond because they want to have days like today where we can recognize entities and corporations for your growth success here in our region. So we thank our Full Stride investors, our board of directors, and the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government council members and elected officials. We were talking with someone the other day, and as much as we take this for granted, how everyone works together, it just doesn't happen this way in a lot of communities. So sometimes we got to be grateful for those little things, but they're big things. And they tell new companies and those expanding that this is the place. So you're going to get taken care of. So thank you all for believing in Commerce Lexington and believing in our city and our community. Vector has over 50 years of experience in delivering concrete repair and corrosion solutions to extend the life of infrastructure, encouraging sustainability efforts, and potentially relieving budget constraints over time, providing an ability to focus on other critical initiatives that require state and local funding. Our next speaker represents Lexington's 5th District and serves on numerous committees to address environmental health and sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Council Member Liz Sheehan. Liz.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Councilmember Liz Sheehan, and on behalf of Mayor Linda Gordon and my council colleagues, I'd like to welcome Vector Corrosion Technologies to Lexington. We are so excited to have this industry-leading company find a home right here in Lexington's 5th District. The good-paying jobs that will result from Vector opening its first U.S.-based facility here will help expand the business footprint of our vital Winchester Road corridor just outside. We all know that the Commonwealth of Kentucky has seen historic private sector expansion and investment over the past few years, and today marks a great opportunity to celebrate another major company choosing to call the Bluegrass home. I look forward to the positive impacts that Vector will have on our community, and I am thankful for the chance to help welcome them to Lexington as they continue to produce sustainable products for development and infrastructure improvements. So welcome to Lexington and welcome to the 5th.
Thank you, Councilmember Liz, for your dedication to our community, the business district in Lexington, and also all those efforts that you provide for the environmental sustainability of our community. Now I'd like to introduce an affiliate and client, Vector Corrosion Technologies, Bill Bell. He's the current Director of Membership Services at the American Council of Engineering Companies of Kentucky, or ACEC Kentucky. He spent over 18 years in public accounting, managerial accounting, and banking. He's our numbers guy, I can tell already. He's previously served as Director of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's Division of Accounts and was Executive Director of the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety. Please help me in welcoming Bill Bell.
Thank you. I want to thank Chris for including ACEC in this ribbon cutting ceremony. It's important for ACEC to have strong members. Right now we have over 80 member firms in ACEC, and we also have over 15 affiliate members, such as Vector. And so Vector is not only an affiliate member, but they support what we do. They sponsor all of our events, including Bridge Day, which will be February 1st, 2023. Shameless plug. So, part of our mission statement is establishing and maintaining the highest standards of technical performance and professional practice. With the increased focus within the engineering community on infrastructure maintenance and repair, the products and advanced technologies which Vector produces play a large role in extending the life of our structures. And so when you're talking about a state and federal tax perspective, it stretches that tax dollar for taxpayers, so, which is much appreciated from everyone. And to get more perspective, I spoke with a gentleman who's, I would consider an expert in structures, and he said that, he went into a little minutia of what you guys do, and it started to make my head hurt as an accountant. But when he talked about everything, it's not really anti-corrosion, it's more smart corrosion. So, and I don't know if that's on your website, but if it's not, you can use that, trademark it, whatever you want to do. But his main point was Vector, and this is a quote, Vector is a valued partner for many of our member firms here in Kentucky. So I thought that was big for him to say that, and but from Russ Romine and all the staff at ACEC Kentucky, congratulations.
Thank you, Bill. Your knowledge and dedication exemplify the American Council of Engineer Companies' commitment to advancing the engineering industry in Kentucky. Next, we will hear a testament from another trusted client. Mr. Wilkins founded Marine Solutions in Nicholasville, Kentucky, and serves as the Senior Vice President. Marine Solutions employs over 100 people, including over 50 in Kentucky. He serves on the board of the Association of Diving Contractors International. From Kentucky, he has served clients nationwide, including Departments of Transportation, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, the United States Navy, and major bridge and marine port owners. Named as the Small Business Administration's Kentucky District Success Story in 2014, Marine Solutions knows the value of Kentucky's position in the heart of the country. Mr. Wilkins and Marine Solutions are doing their part to solve the current infrastructure problem in Kentucky and the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Don Wilkins. I gave you a new title today.
Wanted to thank Vector for the invite and appreciate the opportunity to be here. Marine Solutions has been providing marine engineering and underwater construction in Kentucky since '07. We inspect, we design, and we build marine infrastructure in Kentucky, the United States, and around the world. The health of our bridges and marine infrastructure is a choke point for our Commonwealth and for the economy, and keeping our infrastructure in top shape is an absolute priority. It's critical to our economy in the Commonwealth and in the United States. One of our biggest enemies we face is maintaining these corrosion, and according to the Federal Highway Administration, the U.S. spends over $275 billion a year, which is roughly 3% of our product. Our clients are the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, the Corps Engineers, the U.S. Navy, LG&E, Kentucky Utilities, Dow Corning, Marathon Petroleum, and hundreds of other industrial and commercial clients that are committed to employing these technologies to help our infrastructure and to preserve our infrastructure. Technologies like cathodic protection systems that Vector has been providing for us for many years. We were very excited for Vector to join us in Kentucky. We appreciate the opportunity that they're around the corner from us. We just completed a job with them in near Annapolis, and look forward to many more years. Appreciate being here, and look forward to continuing to team with you guys and find opportunities to help the infrastructure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. And again, a true testament to the value of Vector Corrosion Technologies. Next, we will hear from two individuals who decided that Kentucky should be the location for their first manufacturing facility. Bob Springs is Chief Executive Officer of the Vector Construction Group of Companies. Vector is a second-generation family business based north of the border in Manitoba, Canada. We love Canada, great trading partner, and great people. And he has been recognized as a Canada Best Managed Company for over 10 years. Bob has been with Vector for 25 years and has helped guide the company from its humble Canadian prairie roots to a global leader in concrete preservation and corrosion with operations in the United States, the United Kingdom, and a place that we have very strong ties with, the United Arab Immigrants. Chris Ball is the Senior Vice President of Vector Corrosion Technologies. He has almost 30 years of experience in infrastructure repair and 23 years of corrosion expertise as a sales and marketing executive with Vector. Chris embodies Happy Chandler's famous quote. I've been hearing a lot of these quotes lately from Happy Chandler, but he said, "I never met a Kentuckian who wasn't either thinking about going home or actually are going home." Recently returning to his native state after living in Ohio and Florida for 23 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Springs, CEO, and Mr. Chris Ball, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing.
Well, welcome, everyone. I am thrilled and extremely proud to be here today for this very momentous occasion. On behalf of Vector's owners and all of our Vector family across North America and internationally, I bring warm greetings. I did not bring this cold weather, though. I will say that. Vector was founded in 1965 primarily as a local road and site developer. And for over 57 years now, we have evolved and grown into a global leader in the development, manufacturing, and service delivery of solutions to preserve and extend the life of steel-reinforced concrete and masonry structures. Bottom line is we save structures, and the sustainability and the environmental positive outcomes are extensive. Vector's 500 families strong. We operate through a network of 9 construction offices throughout North America, an extensive network of corrosion sales and product development offices in Canada, United States, the UK, and more recently, the United Arab Emirates. We have distributors around the world, and now we have 2 manufacturing facilities, one in Winnipeg and one right here in Lexington, Kentucky. We are excited. I have to say, though, there's so many organizations and people that we are so grateful and thankful for making this facility a reality. It's state, local governments, economic development, and I'd like to make a few special mentions. Governor Andy Beshear in the Cabinet for Economic Development, who is not here today. Rocky Adkins, the Senior Advisor to the Governor Andy Beshear, who is with us today. Thank you. Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton, Liz Sheehan, council member for the 5th District of Lexington, so thank you. And Bob Quick, the Commerce Lexington President and CEO. So thank you very, very much for all your support, all your help, and again, making this a reality. We have tons of customers and suppliers and business partners. Bill and Don, who are here, thank you. there's a lot of people that have come together to make this, again, something of a reality for us. And I don't want to miss out on our fantastic, extremely hardworking, local Kentucky-based team here that have worked tirelessly to work in fast timelines, and we are all appreciative of the logistic and the challenges that we face in today's world. They've worked really hard to get this place to where it is right now. And so thank you for all your huge efforts to get us here, again, where we are today. It's really, there's been a lot of people from around Vector that aren't based here that have supported this facility as well. So again, it was really a full team effort. We talked earlier, it's been every part of everybody that's here that have made this a reality. We're growing, we're expanding as a company, and this Lexington manufacturing facility will be growing, and it's going to be an ever-increasing contributor to the local and state economy and community. So thank you very much.
I think we'll still blame the weather on all the Canadians that are here today. Welcome to Lexington for our unseasonably chilly weather for this time of year. It's a crisp autumn day outside. But thank you for your words, Bob. First of all, let me thank everyone for coming to celebrate this special day with us. In particular, I'd like to recognize Rocky Atkins, Senior Advisor to the Governor, Andy Bashir, Council Member Liz Sheehan from the 5th District of Lexington, Bill Bell from the Kentucky Engineering Center, and Don Wilkins from Marine Solutions in Nicholasville for speaking at today's ceremony. I'd also like to recognize Commerce Lexington President and CEO, Bob Quick, and compliment you on your fantastic team that you have at Commerce Lexington. And in particular, I'd like to recognize Cheryl Cleaver for all the outstanding work that she does. I can't say enough about your organization and its staff and how well they represent Lexington and have made us feel welcome here in the Bluegrass. So thank you so much. But most importantly, I'd like to thank our many customers who believe that investing in sustainable corrosion solutions is an investment worth making. And to our Vector leaders who made this facility, our first U.S.-based manufacturing plant, a reality. Don Whitmore, our chairman and founder. David Whitmore, President and Chief Innovation Officer. CFO Eddie Cherinsky, all who are unable to be here today. CEO Bob Spriggs, who just spoke. My wife, Michelle Ball, who's been my partner every step along the way. And Jason Hildebrand, who's here from Canada. Bruce Hebert, Ryland Page, and all of the Winnipeg operations team that helped support the development of this facility. And also our local leadership team, John Allen, Shannon Cooper, and the rest of the talented group that you see in the back here today. Thank you so much for believing in our mission and joining our team. Thank you so much. This is just the beginning. We're about halfway to our goals on local employment, and we're just getting started. When I started with Vector Corrosion Technologies at the end of 1999, we were just introducing this new widget called GalvaShield XP. You see it over there, it says it's the original embedded galvanic anode for concrete repair. And it protects reinforcing steel and concrete. You fast forward 2 decades, and I am proud to claim that Vector Corrosion Technologies is a global leader in the field of cathodic protection that preserves and extends the service life of reinforced concrete structures like bridges, buildings, parking structures, and marine facilities. Our systems have been used to protect bridges in the Commonwealth, such as the Sherman-Minton Bridge, which is in Louisville, which is currently undergoing a $137 million investment to mitigate corrosion and to extend the service life of that important structure, which connects Kentucky to Indiana across the Ohio River. And we've also been on many other iconic structures. We've been involved with those structures such as the Empire State Building, Alcatraz, Reagan National Airport, Franklin Field, which is the site of the Penn Games at University of Pennsylvania, the Sydney Opera House, the Presidential House of India, Arlington Memorial Bridge in DC, Lincoln Tunnel in New York City, Pearl Harbor, and other naval facilities around the world, and even the aquarium in Genoa, Italy. As I mentioned earlier, this building that you are in today is our first facility dedicated to US-based manufacturing. And we are proud to have it located right here in Central Kentucky. This operation is already supplying Kentucky-made, Build America, Buy America Act compliant products to domestic infrastructure projects, and has even recently exported some systems to repair a significant marine facility in Brazil. Like many companies at Vector, we have a mission statement, but to me, it is simply captured by our logo, our slogan, "We Save Structures." I think that says it all. Saving structures from corrosion deterioration and failure not only makes financial sense, but it also preserves our history and is an environmentally friendly and sustainable long-term solution. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone who's in attendance today, either here in person or watching virtually on Lex TV. Now, let's go save some structures. Thank you.
We got a little gift for you. There we go. We're good at getting out gifts. We got a lot of cool things we're ready to give out.
Tickets to Keeneland?
Yeah. You never know what's in there. I'll stay longer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it. Is this your Canada facility, your first manufacturing? Canada's first. Thank you very much, Bob, Chris, for your dedication to invest in Kentucky, specifically Lexington. Your dedication to locate vector corrosion technology in Lexington and create jobs in our community is highly appreciated, and we look forward to supporting your growth endeavors in the future. I'm very honored to work with the folks that you mentioned with Commerce Lexington, the staff, very dedicated. They're 24/7. They love what they do. They love Lexington, the region. And so when we have days like today, it means a lot to us. It's a fulfillment of what we know we're here to do. Also, the one thing that we always say is that when a company comes here, and what they'll tell you soon thereafter, and when you did your homework, I'm sure you talked with folks, how well they get taken care of after the fact. You hear that we take really good care. So it's not just a day like today where you cut a ribbon and you say great things. It's a day where you know it's the beginning of a great relationship. So thank you for your investment here. Also, I think I misspoke a second ago. I don't want our Canadian friends to be upset. The first U.S. manufacturing plant is here, but the first one was in Manitoba, Canada. And I was very sincere, and Rocky will attest to this. We love our Canadian friends and colleagues, and we love working with them. So thank you for that investment. Our last speaker is Mr. Rocky Atkins, Senior Advisor to Governor Beshear. At age 26, you're not much over that, are you, right now? At age 26, Rocky became a member of the Kentucky House of Representatives, serving the 99th District of Kentucky for 33 years. He was the House Majority Leader for 13 years and the Minority Floor Leader for 3 years. If you don't know our political system, that's pretty high up. That's pretty good. Further, Rocky served 6 years as the Budget Chair for Transportation. Rocky is currently serving as the Senior Advisor to Governor Andy Beshear. However, Rocky is more than just a public leader. He is a husband, father, grandfather, Something very important to him as well, he's a cancer survivor and a true supporter for making Team Kentucky the best it can be. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Rocky Atkins.
Well, let me first of all thank you all for the invitation to be here today, to not only be here on behalf of myself, but to be here on behalf of the governor as well. I think it's pretty fitting for October to be Manufacturing Month in Kentucky. And what more fitting than to be here today opening up a new manufacturing facility. Matter of fact, the first U.S. facility for Vector in their company history. And what better place to locate than here in Lexington and here in Kentucky. You know, Bob, being a former college point guard, I heard a theme continued to be mentioned here today, and that theme continued to be teamwork. The teamwork of Commerce Lexington, the teamwork of the city of Lexington, the teamwork of our economic development cabinet in Frankfort and with the governor's office. And I think all of this is really kind of the proofs in the pudding. Because of that teamwork, we're seeing unbelievable economic success across the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I watch network news and I can't hardly believe sometimes what I'm hearing about, you know, inflation and all of those things that are taking place, and it's very true, but in Kentucky, we're definitely not seeing that. The economic strength of Kentucky, the economic announcements across Kentucky, the job creation across Kentucky, spending is strong across Kentucky. Revenue to the Commonwealth of Kentucky is breaking every record as we see month by month. Matter of fact, for the last 7 months, we have seen record revenue to the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We finished this last budget July at the end of June with a record of basically money in the bank, and that being the Budget Reserve Trust Fund of well over $1 billion, the rainy day account at $2.7 billion. Now, you heard my time in Frankfort. That has never been, and all of that is from investment. It's from economic strength. It's from job creation. Last year alone, in 2021, we broke every record with $11.2 billion of private sector investment in Kentucky. Over 18,000 jobs were created here in Kentucky at the second highest wage in the history of Kentucky. And then here we are today continuing that momentum, and it looks like 2022 is going to be our second largest private sector investment in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I think when you got a good story to tell, you need to tell it. So much negativity that we hear every day, this is positive stuff here. This is a creation of good jobs. This is an investment by a company who has a history, a long history, of really having the innovation that we need in the construction industry to make sure we preserve the hard-earned tax dollars that we spend on the creation of investment, whether it be bridges, roads, or structures that have been mentioned here today. So this is an exciting day. I think what is even more fitting, and the timing of this, Chris and Bob, is really something that's special. Most of you know, and maybe you don't know, 6 years of my legislative career, I was the budget chairman of transportation. Probably 6 years I enjoyed as much as any other because we were basically using about $2.7 billion budget separate from the general fund budget to invest in roads and bridges and other infrastructure needs across Kentucky. But what's even more exciting was last year we saw over $1 billion of lettings take place in Kentucky in roads and bridges. Now we've seen the ARPA funds and the bipartisan infrastructure bill passed at the federal level, which is going to ensure that that kind of investment continue, not only in roads and bridges, but in structures. You mentioned some of those, buildings, parking structures, whatever they may be, but also the investment of other types of infrastructure, water and sewer, and broadband that's taking place across America and across Kentucky as we stand here today. It was pretty moving to me that in the month of August that Kentucky was ranked as the #1 job producer in America. Isn't that pretty moving? what positive news that is for us here in Kentucky to see that kind of momentum and that kind of momentum continuing to take place. This announcement here today only continues that momentum. This year alone, we're looking at another $1 billion of investment in roads and bridges across Kentucky. We're looking at the bipartisan infrastructure bill monies now starting to come to Kentucky. And I think you all know 3 of the top priorities that the governor has, that he has talked about a lot as far as that investment in roads and bridges. Number 1, kind of being the backdrop that helped pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill, was the Brent Spence Bridge in northern Kentucky, which we have put in an application for. We committed $250 million of our own money in this budget that we're currently in to go in the mega project section of the infrastructure bill, and we are competing with that, and the guy that happened to help us put that together is the former mayor here, Jim Gray, who is the Secretary of Transportation now. So the Brent Spence Bridge, we expect good news on that in the very near future. The I-69 bridge that will connect out in Henderson into Evansville across the Ohio River, and of course the announcement just the other day of the completion of 4-lane of the Mountain Parkway all the way from I-64 all the way to US 23 in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. That's just to mention 3 of the bigger projects that's going on in Kentucky. This is timely because this technology and this innovation that is going to be implemented, already being implemented, as Chris mentioned, is really going to preserve that investment for generations to come. I want to tell Vector that we are honored you're here in Kentucky. We're honored you have selected us. I hope we've shown that this is a business-friendly Commonwealth of Kentucky to locate in. I hope that we have proven that when you go to our cabinet, or you come to Commerce Lexington, or you come to this city, that we have tried to remove the barriers to help you get to where you need to be, to grow the jobs and have the economic impact to grow a healthy, wealthy company as you move forward. So we look forward to working with you. Good things are going on in Kentucky, and we're going to continue that momentum as we move into the future. This is a part of that. This is a part of Manufacturing Month in Kentucky in October, and I'm honored to be here, Chris. Thank you and your wife for your invitation months ago to be here today to help enjoy, to help celebrate this good day for the city of Lexington, for this region, and the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you all for having me today. Honored to be here. Well, now you all hoped it was Keeneland tickets. I hope it's Bourbon.
I'm not saying a word. Thank you, Rocky. Your presence, our guest speakers and guests demonstrate Kentucky dedication to build together and to prosper. We're all beyond proud to support and celebrate Vector Corrosion Technologies' success. At Commerce Lexington, we dedicate our energy to encourage a healthy business ecosystem, and we're committed to finding ways to support growth opportunities in Fayette County. Congratulations to Vector Corrosion Technologies and your team. We are proud you located in Lexington, and we want you to consider this your home. Kentucky is not only a fantastic place to do business, but also a top contender for workforce development in manufacturing, employing over 250,000 people. Today, we welcome Vector Corrosion Technologies and who will proudly be adding 20 full-time employees to those numbers. So, what we came here to do was to cut a ribbon, to have that ribbon-cutting celebration, and to officially launch your new facility here. So, we've got several pictures that we want to take. Rocky, Liz, Bill, Bob, and Chris come on up, and then I'll let Cheryl take it from there as far as the next pictures. This is a deadly weapon. The scissors, that is. One in here. Get you in the middle. Let's make sure we get the sign in. Mark, is there a better? Aha.